right, this is the second time I am filming this video because when I filmed the first one, horrendous. C'était tellement terrible que it's a big no. Terrible. Anyways, so what I would like to do is a summer makeup look with a pop of color, and today I chose to do purples. Purple. Yeah, purple look. So we're jumping right in, all right? I am going to prime my eyelids. I will be using the Juvia's Place eye primer. I have in the shade 1. At the time when I bought it, I don't know what I was thinking buying shade number 1. My idea was to have something as bright as possible so my eyeshadows would pop. But now, I think it's 2 years later, shade number 2 would have been great. I still use it, and this was way too much. And I mix it in with my concealer to tone it down a bit. And it's so crazy because in the first video I was chit-chatting a lot, and it just feel kind of unnatural to kind of repeat the same thing because it was coming from my heart. But I will give you the big lines of what I was saying in that video. Essentially, what I was talking about in this video was how apparently makeup things were dying, how YouTube was not pushing that kind of content. And you know, I'm trying to get on the short form content like TikTok, but for some reason I don't feel comfortable out there. I don't know what's the reason behind it, but I don't feel comfortable like being myself like I am on here. And yeah, maybe I feel pressured because it's short form, I don't know. But even though makeup content is dying or whatsoever, I like doing my makeup. It's a kind of therapy. Like for today, I'm just feeling like I have to move because now I don't have my words. Great, but I will be using the Ultraviolet palette by Revolution, and the first shade I will go in with is Peaceful. So what I was saying is that even though makeup videos are not getting a lot of traction on YouTube, I am still going to show up even if I have 80 views, like, because it's something I enjoy to do. I enjoy doing my makeup, and I enjoy creating content doing makeup. Maybe one day it's gonna transition to something else, but for now, you know, I like it. Just like, you know, using my products and doing my makeup. And so I'm gonna keep doing this. Also, the other thing about makeup is that I feel like the makeup community is all about, on TikTok, it's all about trying new makeup that are becoming viral. So it's a lot of over-consumerism. And if you're new here, 2024 is the year that I decided I wasn't gonna spend on any new makeup. And yeah, so in 2024, the only product I bought is the e.l.f. Camo blushes. And there's so many products I would like to try, but I decided no. Like, I already have a lot. Can barely manage what I have now, so I'm not gonna add on top of it, you know. Next, I'm going to use the shade Dunes to blend this shade here. I do enjoy trying new products and giving my reviews on these new products. It's very helpful, okay, for those people who are considering buying a product, you know, and they want to make sure it's a fit for them, it's working for them. But at the same time, doesn't it push our audience to buy more products? So it's like there's a fine line between, you know, helping people and also promoting consumerism. I know over-consumerism. I can't speak. Like this kind of subject, because I'm speaking in English and French is my mother tongue, I cannot express properly what I want to express. But I know over-consumerism is a individual's choice, but at the same time, we're so easily influenced, you know, by people on the internet. And that's how everybody that loves makeup got in the 2016 makeup frenzy. Hopefully I'm making sense, parce que c'est un peu compliqué ce que j'essaie de dire. C'est sûr que j'aurais préféré en parler un peu plus en français, mais so right now I'm trying to be more mindful, not more, but extremely mindful with how I'm spending my money. Yeah, so whenever I buy something, I really think about it. I sit down and think about it. I let it sit for a week, if not a month. For an example, for the longest, I wanted. Oh, next, I'm going with the shade Paradise. Sorry, I'm being distracted. But for the longest, I wanted the, what's it called? The House Lab foundation. Okay. And the only reason why I didn't got it is because, yeah, I do already have a lot of foundation to go through. I'm throwing away the ones that are no longer good, but I still have a bunch, that I have to go through. It's getting out of hand. And I would like to know your opinion on over-consumerism. Over-consumerism? Over-consumerism. Yeah, I think that's the proper way to say it, but it's crazy. Anyway, so that was my rant. Okay. Let's move on to the face. To prime my face, I'm using my e.l.f. Cooling Face Primer. This is similar to the Power Grip. I still have it, and my goal is to be done with it. For foundation, I am mixing my Maybelline Fit Me with my Superstay foundation, both in the shade Coconut. I am mixing a little bit of the Allegra Pro pigment, the blue one, because the Superstay is kind of orangey, and this is the Pro pigment I'm using. Mixing the Fit Me with the Superstay gives a beautiful finish, because I'm a full coverage. I'm still looking orange even though I put down the blue pigment. It's crazy. Like, what is going on here? This is crazy, but hopefully it's gonna work. What was I saying? I know it's gonna work for sure, but what was I saying? I got distracted and now I don't know what I was talking about. Yes, I was saying, I was saying that I love mixing the Superstay with the Fit Me. Fit Me is more of a light medium coverage, and Superstay is a full coverage, and both together, mwah, chef kiss. It's giving soft matte. Let's move on to concealer. First concealer I will be using is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I like to do two concealers, one closer to my skin tone and one lighter. I feel like the one closer to my skin tone is more so correcting, and then the lighter one is to brighten. So I always say that, but I'm gonna repeat it anyways, because I was looking at a picture of me back in 2016, I think, or 17. No, 16 for sure, or 15. 2015 for sure. And it's crazy how when I was doing my makeup, here was always darker. It was because of the hyperpigmentation. And that's when I discovered that that's the reason why we have to color correct. And when I put down a concealer that is closer to my skin tone, it essentially color correct. And you could leave it there, you don't have to brighten with a lighter shade. But I just love a bright under eye. I'm going to contour using the Superstay concealer in the shade 70 Cacao Intense. I think Cacao Intense, yeah, it's in French. It's deep cacao in English. So I'm gonna use that to contour. On top of the Superstay concealer, I want to use my putty bronzer from e.l.f. And this one is in the shade Sun Kiss. Just gonna use that to bronze a little bit, just on top. Doing your makeup while sweating it's a big no. Oof, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to powder this down, because this is crazy. I'm sweaty. It's so funny how I think I'm funny, but I'm not a funny person. I would love to. Sometimes my friend says I'm funny, but I don't know what they're talking about. Because if I was funny, you would have told me in the comments. Oh my god, you're so funny. Next, I'm going to no, not next. Probably yeah. I will use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This concealer, babes, dries down so fast it's scary. So first I'm gonna go step by step with this one because it's crazy. So I'm gonna go in with this side first because, like I said, it's crazy. difference. It's crazy. This concealer is great. I like it. I don't use it often though. I should. It's just if you want to use the concealer, if you want to give it a try, please don't let it sit. Just don't let it sit like people tell you to do, because it's gonna dry down and you're gonna have a hard time blending it. But if it happens to you, let's say you forgot and let it sit, the only way to make it move is to spray your face again so it can kind of re-wet the product, because other than that, it's not gonna move. For blush, I want to use my liquid blushes from e.l.f. It's the Camel blushes, and I will be mixing Gorge Orange and Coming Hot Pink. And these are so pigmented. Oh, like I'm just gonna put a... Even that is too much for me. That's how I feel. It's just too pigmented. I love blush, but you can get carried away with this. Okay, we're looking great. Now I want to brighten a little bit under my eyes. I will be using a white concealer, just a little bit, and it's not gonna do a major difference. I don't know, I feel like this is not like full coverage. I know there's some white concealers that really brighten up, but not this one. Attendez-vous le klaxon. Franchement, il y a des gens vraiment... Tu sais quoi? I'm like that too. When I'm waiting for someone, come on now. When I'm waiting for someone and they're really getting on my nerves, I might klaxony, honk, I think it's in English. I might honk a little. Anyways, I will use my Glam Insta Ready. Oh no, I cannot do this right now. It's white, but it's essentially translucent, and it's not gonna give any pigment under my eyes. Yeah, if you ever want to try it. You know what? No. Stick to what you have. Don't do it if you already have something that is working, okay? We're over this. We're over this. I'm not gonna push down products, make you spend money in this economy. This economy. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, this real life. A watermelon in Montreal, it's $8 to $12. Watermelon. So even if this powder is $8 to $10, I think it's 8, no, even 7. Don't do it unless you really need it, okay? Let's normalize not buying new stuff if we don't need it. Anyways, about not buying new stuff, I'm going to use my CoverGirl bronzer to set the rest of my face. I'm using I've had this for ages. It's the L'Oreal Infallible powder. You know what's crazy is I know I'm not funny, but I'm laughing by myself. One thing about me, I know how to enjoy my own company. I've been single for like forever. I'm not bothered. I was like, let me try and go on some dates or whatever. But then I was like, am I ready to sacrifice my peace? Probably not yet. I'm using the Sephora blush along with Glam blush. I'm renting too much, but you know, you guys let me know. Are you in a relationship? Are you single? How is it going for you if you're single? How is it going for you if you're in a relationship? I would love to hear that. I started listening to music and it fly by, but this is the final look. I guess if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below. No, it's not that. It's if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. Here we go. And if you're not subscribed yet, join the squad. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I will see you all on my next one.